just through things that I've dealt with. So I text, I try to, and I've gotten a lot better now, probably to the point of annoyance to my children. I text them every morning and if possible every, afternoon or every night. And sometimes they respond, sometimes they don't. And they both, over the course of last year, my son and my daughter have been like, Dad, why do you text us every day? Like, because I text them the same thing every day. Good morning. I miss you. I love you. Whatever. Hope you have a good day. I try to, I switch it up, but it's that vein every day. And I said, look, I don't expect you to call me every day. I know you're both busy. They have their own stuff. I said, that is me letting you know I think about you from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. And if something is happening, you know that I'm here and I'm available. I want to talk to you. And they're like, I said, it's also, I do appreciate when you respond. I don't ask for a paragraph text, even if you just heart it, like it, thumbs up it, whatever. My son usually sends me some meme. He's a Marine now, so sometimes they're a little aggressive for a son to send to his dad, but it's like, whatever. I was like, I at least know you're alive because he's now on the other side of the world. Bro. He's going to be there for 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, but let me tell you, I used to, not that long, 2 years ago, so not even that long ago, I was in my fields. I wasn't in the best place, but I would be like, I'm just not even going to reach out. I'm going to see if they'll even think about their dad. And it would go for 2-3 weeks. And I'm like, hey, y'all don't even care about your dad. You don't think about me that way. They're like, well, we didn't know if we thought you were, like, you see what I'm saying? We thought you were busy. That's super selfish of me and childish. And I regret we've talked about this. Why does anybody give a shit about what we have to say? It's mostly because, at least for myself, I have made every mistake the hard way. I still continue to do so. I don't know if it's a personality flaw. It might be. But I do try to learn from them to the best of my ability.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Yeah, my kids now, they're older. They'll be like, Dad, you've always told, they'll say something like, yeah, you always told us this growing up. And I'm like, I said that to you? Oh, God. I'm sorry. That wasn't great. I don't know what to say. It's fine. I'm like, damn, bro. So I've done all the things. That's why I try to say no judgment here, bro. But not good either, right? You got to learn from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But also perspective. Let's talk about that for 2 seconds. I was just talking about this today with my daughter. Trying to be better at seeing both sides. So a couple of years ago, I was working for the Secret Service, so I was gone all the time, and we had security cameras around the house. So I would I kind of knew when they would go to school, when they were around. So I try to look at it, no matter where I was in the world. I try to if I could just see them. Because sometimes I wouldn't see them for weeks and months at a time.
Yeah.
And so that was the only time. And every now and again, I would chime in and say, hey, I miss you guys. And they'd be, it kind of startled them a little bit. Well, there was one time when I can't even remember where I was. I was working midnight shift somewhere. And I look it up and I see my son. He's around the fire pit with his boys.
Yeah.
And they're just chopping it up, cooking steaks, doing whatever boys do, right? And for me, I was like, proud dad moment. I was like, oh, my God, like, that's a good moment. And this is where my head went. And I was like, I chimed in. I said, hey, boy, I love what you're doing. I miss you. And they, Dad? I was like, yeah, hey, I saw you guys. I just want to say, hey, buddy, I love you. I hope you guys are having a good time. He was like, yeah, okay, thanks. He was furious, furious with me. Didn't talk to me for like 3 or 4 days, maybe even a week. I don't remember at the time, but I was like, why are you so fucking mad at me? He's like, you invaded my privacy. It made me feel like you were spying on me and my friends and what we were talking about. Bro, that is like an alternate universe.
Yeah.
It never crossed my brain that he would ever take it that way. But as soon as he said it, I had to check. I said, you are 100% right. I am sorry. I said, can I explain to you what my thought process was and what I was feeling in that moment? And I did. He goes, well, now I feel like a piece of shit. I didn't think of it that way. But the point is, if we would have never talked about it, we would have just harbored that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see his point. He's 100% right. But that's not, again, but in the moment that I was doing that, I was just like, yo, proud, that's what I used to do when I was, that's how I felt. Anyway, so these are all things that I'm realizing, over time.